Hello everyone, hope you're doing wonderful today. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a silicone mold of a small glass decor piece. So let's get started. First of all, guys, this is not a sponsored video, but this is the silicone liquid that I use for some of the molds that I make. I don't make a lot of molds, I just make them if I can't find it anywhere. I found this on Amazon. It's from a company called Chemzest, and they have a lot of different silicone liquid. So this is LSR2. All the instructions are there on this bottle. So this is a fast curing silicone mold. So it is dry to touch in about 8 to 10 hours and cures fully in 24 hours. So it comes with a hardener. That's the hardener. So you have to put 3 to 5% of the hardener to whatever amount of silicone liquid you take. The silicone liquid is white in color. It's a semi-liquid, and once it cures, it will look something like this, of matte finish. So if you want to see how I did this mold, please check the link above. This is the glass that I want to make a mold of. So when you make a mold, you need some kind of container, closed container, which is bigger than your object, so that you can put your piece inside and pour the silicone liquid completely over it, so that you get all the details. So you can make your own container with cardboard if you can't find the right size. So once you have your container, I'm going to put hot glue on the base and put it inside this disposable glass. So I have estimated that I need around 350 grams of silicone liquid, the white liquid, which means I will take 3 to 4% of the hardener. 3 to 4% of 350 is around 10 to 14 grams. So once I take 350 grams of silicone liquid, I will add to this 10 grams of hardener. 10 to 11 grams, not more than that. So don't take more than 3 to 4%. Don't take 5%, because I have noticed that if you take around 5% of the hardener, once you mix everything, the silicone hardens really fast. The curing time or the pot life, is really less. So once you add your hardener, mix it really quickly, just around 10 to 20 seconds, and then pour it into your container. So do make sure that the hardener and the silicone liquid is mixed really well, else it will not cure properly. So once you mix it really well, pour it into the container starting from a corner. Pour it all around and make sure the glass is completely covered with the silicone liquid. So for this one, I took just 3% of the hardener, and I was able to pour the silicone liquid easily. So once you cover everything well, you tap the container so that the air bubbles will rise to the top. If you have a pressure pot, you can use that. I don't have a pressure pot at all, so just tapping it really well and just poking all the air bubbles with the skewer or a toothpick. So do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Should get rid of most of the air bubbles, or all of them in fact. So once you feel all the air bubbles are gone, allow this to cure. So I'm going to allow this to cure for at least 12 hours, ideally for 24 hours. So it's over 12 hours now, guys, and it's dry to touch. So I've put just 3% of the hardener, so it took a good 12 hours to cure. So you will be able to remove your piece from the mold at this point of time. So ideally, when you make a mold of a 3D piece like this, if you're not able to remove the piece easily, you can make cuts on either side of the silicone mold using an X-Acto knife like this. So when you make the incision, make it in a zigzag pattern or a wavy pattern, so that once you remove the piece and put the silicone back, it fixes back easily into place. So be very careful when you're using the X-Acto knife. So I made the incision from top to somewhere around the middle, and then I tried to remove the piece once again. I struggled a little bit to remove the piece. The silicone had created a vacuum in there, so I moved the piece and then tried to pull it out at the same time, and was finally able to remove the glass from the mold. I've got a good mold of the glass. So silicone heals itself. So the incisions that I've made, all I have to do is put a rubber band around that place, and it goes right back into place. So once you pour your resin into it, there'll be no leakage. So once I removed the glass piece from the mold, I allowed the silicone to cure for another full 24 hours. Don't pour any resin into the mold for another 24 hours, because the silicone needs that much time to cure internally. So after 24 hours, I'm going to pour some resin into the mold, and we're going to test it out and see how the outcome is. So I'm pouring the resin and tilting the mold so that the resin reaches everywhere. Tap it if needed so that the air bubbles will rise to the top. And then we're going to allow the resin to fully cure, and we'll see how this turns out. Another point, guys, I haven't used any kind of mold release spray in the silicone mold. It's been 24 hours, guys, so we're going to demold this. Alright, so the outside part is separating easily. The thing I'm worried about is the inside shallow part, and yeah, as you can tell, I'm struggling a little bit, so I'll have to wiggle this. So yeah, I struggled a little bit, guys, but eventually I was able to pull out the glass. So that portion sort of creates a vacuum. So we'll have to make sure to wait until this is fully dry, or the best thing, of course, to spray a little bit of mold release before you pour the resin in it. I think that's the best thing to do, but you do get a perfect finish though. The silicone mold is of matte finish, so the final resin will also be of matte finish. There will be no shine in it. So I haven't tried a clear one, but you can do this with various colors. Another important point, guys, please do not use this for anything food related. These are just for decor purposes, so put some pebbles in it, or use it as a pencil stand, or just as showpiece. So if you have a whole 3D structure without any screws and attachments, so you can use the same method and make a mold for it. So I haven't done my research on the mold release spray. There are silicone free sprays, there are sprays with silicone, so you got to use the right one. We'll update you as soon as I know about it. If any of you know the right spray, mold release spray, please do let me know in the comments down below. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment, like and share for more videos. I'll see you soon in the next one.